This is Kaylan, better known as Professor Cygnus and Angels, introducing you all to the amazing Vevor wood stove. And we pray that everyone has healthy eating, appropriate speech, appropriate behavior, appropriate clothing, appropriate spacing, and know the science and anatomy of all things. Also remember to have the goals of the body, the household, and the outside responsibilities. Speaking of responsibilities, sometimes our responsibilities can only be handled with resourceful manners in emergency situations. And have you all tried to find the best preparation, materials, and equipment for emergency situations such as power outages, etc.? Or how about saving on the light bill? This amazing Vevor stove has incredible material of strong durability as well as sturdiness and thickness of the metal, as well as having rust-proof paint. This is one of the only wood stoves that I have personally seen that has an incredible rust-proof paint. About the time of last year, I did get a small little stove, and my neighbors ended up buying that for me because the chimney just broke off, and it was so easily broken. This one is absolutely stronger. You could tell the strong durability of this. Comparing this to the other wood stove that I had over a year ago or so, around that time, this is not even something you can compare to that. This is absolutely incredible. This is very strong. This is built to last for over 10 to 20 years. The amazing quality of this kind of material, the fact that the material is created with thick durability, is absolutely incredible. The way that this was manufactured comes with many details. And the assembly was, you first assemble the legs onto there, the screws went into the bolt that they had practically welded into the metal, which is very smart. And also the fact that this door also has two different dampers onto here is absolutely incredible as well. That can slide back and forth. And here on the inside we have this metal plate, which is amazing. You would definitely want this little grill to be onto here due to the fact that the fire would always need oxygen to be able to operate. And sometimes if you do not have one of these, it would make it very difficult. And plus this makes it easier for cleaning as well. Now we will place that back into place and close the door. I love the little latch that they have onto here. I think that that is very neat. Also, this has a little hole in the latch just in case you want to put another tool through that and then lift that up through another tool. I think this is absolutely incredible, and the fact that even the chimney was amazing to install. In fact, not even going to compare this to other wood stoves because this one is absolutely top graded material. And I'm very thankful that the Vevor company also makes this affordable. That is correct. On the HomeDepot.com, you can find the Vevor stove for an incredible affordable price. I'm very thankful for the Vevor stove. I am thankful for shipping and handling as well, praying for all of the cargo ways, for their safety and good health as well, and wise investments. As far as preparing for the future, this is definitely something that can do that. Even if you do have electricity, even if you do have things, it's important to have that preparation for a just-in-case situation. And this is what you should choose. This is affordable. This is on the HomeDepot.com. Shipping is very fast, and also the packaging is amazing as well. They made sure that this would not get any scratches on there. They put a lot of that padding around the area of this to make sure that there was no scratches. Thank you to the Vevor company for making sure that this was handled correctly as well. And also They had included heat-resistant gloves, which is absolutely amazing. I'll go ahead and put these on and to see how soft that this is. Wow, this is high quality material as well. For this to be heat resistant is very intelligent, very smart. This does make me a lot more comfortable to have this. This came with multiple tools as well and multiple things. There was a damper on the inside of the start of the chimney, and that damper will be able to control the levels of what will be exerted out of the wood stove. So if you want the wood stove to be off, all you have to do is close all of these pieces and close the damper, and then the fire would go out very quickly because there would be no oxygen given. There was a little bit of noise in the background. Also, for the Vevor company, very thankful that you also included these pieces on the edge. This is very compatible, very large in size as well. So we'll go ahead and place this into place and see how that is sturdy. Very good. That is very sturdy. Very strong. The metal is a lot stronger than other wood stoves that you would see on the market. This one is definitely something that I would recommend. This is worthy to be in your life for 10 plus years. And that noise is the neighbors over there. They're having some houses moved. Having the amazing opportunity of online shopping is incredible. And remember to only shop on websites that you are aware of and that you can physically go into person. The Home Depot is something that you can physically go into person with. So that means that it would be safe to go on their website. As far as the Vevor company, they do partner with the Home Depot, and I am so thankful that they do because that gave me this opportunity to be able to have this wood stove. This can also, from the looks of it and the grade of the durability, this could be converted into a home furnace. Now this is specifically for outside use, but the looks of it, the durability, the strength of this could be converted. And as far as what I'm planning to do with this, that is what I'm personally doing. As for the rest of you all, you can have your own choice on what you would decide to do, whether if you would have this outside. As for other wood stoves, I would not have considered to even think of having this kind of conversion to have this as an indoor furnace. But yet, with the quality of the material, with the strength and durability, with the pieces that go together just like the most perfect masterpiece, is definitely something that had really sparked my understanding of, hey, I've seen other people on YouTube convert their stoves, and the stoves that they converted into a furnace was nothing even close to this. This is something that has the most high quality material ever. And if you all want to prepare for any kind of emergency situation, the Vevor company packages absolutely incredible. They add in some things such as this piece here, which is the shovel, and this is utilized for the inside of the stove as well. Wanted to put the manual at the top. Very thankful that they also took their time as a company to make sure there was a manual. I know that that takes a lot of dedication to create things like this. And I'm very thankful for the Vevor company that makes this possible for me to make sure that my water does not freeze, for one. Water freezing in the wintertime is definitely something that is very concerning. So they're fine. I do not know if they're going to be running over a stub. Currently they're backing into here, and I just wanted to make sure they were not going to get stuck or get out of stub or something. We'll get back to the episode of the Vevor stove that I am so incredibly thankful for I'm thankful that you all make this possible. Manufacturing details is very difficult to be able to do, and I understand when it comes to manufacturing the difficulties of manufacturing during the process, and I'm thankful that they took their time to manufacture everything very precisely. Well, the Ron's Portable Buildings Company is the best company ever. I have this tiny little house that they helped me with. It was the only thing I could afford, and the neighbors got multiple buildings put on their property. They are really the only company that will deliver here, so I'm very thankful that they made this possible for me to have a home as well. Because although I have a small house, I do love this barn house, and we'll get back to what we're talking about now. But they did not run over any stubs while they were backing up, thank goodness. I'll have to fix the dirt that was sort of turned over later on. Well, let's go ahead and go over the Vevor stove that we're incredibly thankful for. And as we said, any kind of emergency situation that you go through, you always want to have preparation materials. Is the Vevor wood stove something that you all would consider? I think so, because these other wood stoves, as you all seen in the previous episodes from last year, and we could possibly play a little episode of this after we say that, and that wood stove was terrible. It was a tiny, tiny little wood stove. Now, the material was wonderful, but it rusted. The metal broke off of that. The legs would not stand up correctly because it was adjustable, and it would not stay adjusted. And so it was definitely more difficult to have that little wood stove. That was my first ever wood stove. This one is going to be the very best wood stove. And this is a definite upgrade as well from the time before. So I'm very thankful for the company of Vevor to make this possible. As we said, when it comes to other wood stoves, there is no comparing the other wood stoves to this one. This one is the very best. I'm very shocked of how large in size that is, as well as the durability and the strength of the metal that's shown on the images of the Vevor stove. That the metal was a lot more thick than that of the normal average wood stove, which is absolutely incredible. And the fact that they include different things such as this here, and they make this affordable as well, which I had gotten this when this was on clearance around the Cyber Monday sale, and so that's why I got this for an affordable price. Always look for those clearances. Yet I will say this is more than money can buy. I'm very thankful for the Vevor company honoring the diligence of responsibility in manufacturing, making sure that people have what they need, especially in any kind of emergency situation, of if the power cuts out, etc., and you need to cook your food, you need to boil your shower water, etc. This is definitely something that I'm very thankful that they made possible for me in my life. So here, this bottom piece, this is definitely something amazing that they included into this. So with this being more than money can buy, the fact that they included parts to this is amazing. I love how this is also rust-proof as well. The fact that the previous one from a year ago that was a lot smaller than this one had rusted and the metal broke, that the metal of this, just feeling the metal of this is so much more strong, so much more sturdy. This is high quality material for an incredible, wonderful price on the HomeDepot.com. It's called Vevor. If you all can just go ahead, if you want to prepare for this, save this to your to-do list later on. This is definitely something that you would want for the future. And as we said, this can last for 10, 20 years in the future. And so if you're thinking future-wise, then you definitely have to make sure you have that preparation on your list. So just add this to your list. It's Vevor, spelled V-E-V-O-R. Just to let you all know, I'm not sponsored and I'm not advertised. I'm just simply letting you all know that there is importance in preparation materials, and you possibly are wondering, what is the best quality material? Which one should I get that's online? You read the reviews, but you're not sure about it. Well, let's go ahead and show you real life in person the Vevor stove. That is absolutely incredible. This stands up also pretty tall, about 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet. And I love the thickness of the metal as well. This is very thick and long lasting. I love how also they have multiple dampers. They have the damper here in the front, 2 dampers in the front. Then they have a damper on the chimney, which is wonderful. This is definitely worthy of promoting to you all. Just these companies, I know I only have the opportunity when I have money, but I'll tell you something, this is more than money can buy. And I do want to appreciate every single company of manufacturing that makes this a better place to be able to create such beautiful, wonderful products. I'm thankful, Vevor, for you all's opportunities as well in manufacturing. I want to have opportunities also. As you all know from the previous showings, I want to create books for the blind and help robotics become more involved. So I pray that I will have manufacturing opportunities as you all have, and I'm thankful that you all have actually exceeded in your manufacturing process by creating this high quality material for a great and affordable price. I feel as though if we can reach out to as much people as we can about this, you all are going to skyrocket. That's exactly what I would want, because this kind of company should not be ignored. I know the previous company was a Malibu company that I got from the previous wood stove that rusted and had the metal broke. So say that nobody heard any kind of review of the Malibu stove for the one that I got from last year. And if I was to tell them, hey, that's a lot smaller, hey, that could rust and everything else, that allows you all to know what not to get, correct? But now it is time to let you know what to get, and that is the Vevor stove. And this is painted in a rust-proof paint and also heat-resistant as well. So this is heat-resistant and rust-proof. I'm very thankful that they made this possible to be able to have. And the fact that this is very large in size, you can cook multiple meals onto this. It looks like you can put possibly 2 pans onto here, put that onto the piece of this afterwards. You could also utilize this for heating. But as we said, if you want to check with a specialist as far as how to install this to convert this into a wood furnace for indoors, just talk to a specialist about it to see if it is good for you to afford. If not, just practically do the analyzing yourself to see if you can do something like that. I know for me personally, I have known a lot of people that have converted wood stoves into home furnaces, and personally, those stoves that they converted was not as good as this one. I think this is definitely worthy. I'm very thankful for also cargo ways. I pray for all of the cargo ways in Cargo Now. Whether if you are delivering a package, think of what kind of differences you all are creating with the incredible unitingness of the world as well. And I do pray for the people in cargo. I pray for the people in manufacturing, that the people in manufacturing will continue to be very creative and make sure that things are high quality material, because things like rust and other things can happen and that would not last as long. And you definitely would want, as a company, to be known as a good company. And as far as my industry goes, in the Cygnus Industries, I want to manufacture books for the blind, help robotics become more involved, and I also want to make anatomy puzzles for the public. And one day I may create that in a professional grade material, like the 3D puzzles, which would be absolutely fun. And if you all want to support me in the Cygnus Industries, as I said, I did not get sponsored by this. I did not get any kind of advertisement. I'm just recommending this to you all, just because it is important for you all to know what to invest into for the future and what kinds of companies that you should go towards. And so you can donate and support me at the Cygnus Industries nonprofit organization. Very good, which is usually on the first pin post of the medias, as well as every description and the link of every episode. Thank you, Vevor Wood Stove, for making this possible. I loved how you all put the manual together as well. You added some images in here so you can visually see how to do the installation. You install the legs first, then you flip that around again, then you put the chimney in, you screw the pieces in. I love how you all manufacture this and the strategies you all had in manufacturing to weld the bolt with the metal to make sure that does not come undone. I think that was genius. And the fact that you all made the chimney very strong as well to be able to withhold a lot. The size of the chimney does matter, and the size of this chimney is perfect. I would say, normally I would say perfect is possibly so far from here, but when I look at these products, I really see perfection in these products. And I am very thankful for the companies, manufacturing, and cargo ways that makes this possible. So thank you to the Vevor company for making this possible. Looking forward to making sure that the water does not freeze for this winter time. And also make sure when you have a wood stove, you want to put a platform of cement at the bottom. That will be done. There will be a cement block that will be placed at the bottom here to ensure this. I do apologize for the noises in the background. The neighbors just got done moving multiple houses, so there was one, then the other, then I think they are just about done now, and we pray that everyone also has good holidays of Christmas as well. And this is something that is more than money can buy. And used to, I did candle cooking, and I would cook with candles, and it would take so much money of candles. I think that overall I would pay about $50 a month for candles, and that would only last for the month. And then I would continue to run out, and especially when it gets cold, I would use this little lantern as a little furnace, and that was not something that really helped enough. Metal is a conductor of heat, which is why a lot of people utilize metal furnaces, because that conducts the heat that is inside of there. Also, making sure that everything is clear and clean of hazards when you put this outside or when you put this inside. No matter where you put this, just make sure that you clear this clean and clear of hazards. I had installed this inside just so we can do a really good episode with all kinds of decorations around us as well. And also, when it comes to the company, I'm thankful that they also had included gloves onto this. These gloves are very specially created, heat resistant as well. Very special. I love how special this was created. I look at these things and I see perfection. I see a masterpiece. And I just, for me, on my own personal feelings, I know I would feel very proud if I created something like this. And I think that that this company does feel very proud for creating these special things, and that is exactly why they have this for an incredible and wonderful price. So thank you to the Vevor company for making these things possible. This is absolutely incredibly amazing. I love the detail, I love the durability, I love the strength, I love the structure, and I love how large in size you made this. The thickness of the metal was absolutely correct. And I would say that I'm definitely going to give you all a 5-star review and above. So if you all want to invest into preparation materials, go ahead and add the Vevor, Vevor stove in your emergency list of what you will need. Very well put. Also, one more thing about wood. Utilize seasoned wood. If you have not gotten this yet and you are planning to get this, make sure to season the wood ahead of time. That means to make sure that the wood is not fresh. When the wood is green, that means the wood is alive. You cannot burn the wood when it is alive. Make sure that the wood is seasoned. For me, when I cleared the property by myself, I made sure to put all of the sticks and everything on each side, each property line, and after that the wood has seasoned over time, and the wood is now ready to be able to utilize for this wood stove. Very good. Seasoning your wood is just simply cutting the wood into logs. You can make larger ones, you can have the smaller sticks. The smaller sticks are not going to last very long. It's important when you start wood stove, a lot of people wonder what is a good starter. If you can get some grass, some dead grass that's laying around somewhere, as well as some leaves, put that at the bottom, and then put the sticks in the middle, and then put some grass and leaves at the top yet again. And so that way when you start that up, that will start up very nicely. You can try some cardboard, putting cardboard in there, but I do not recommend trying to do the cardboard, although that can do something in a sense of a way. But I do recommend try to stick to natural things. Although plywood and cardboard is natural, just created very specially. And that is the way that I would start up. And I experienced that last year with the previous stove on how to start this up very well. And when it comes to a tool that also helps with wood stoves is this pumper tool that pumps air into this. So you can get one of those. It's 2 separate pieces, and you push that together and it pushes air out. The reason why you want that is because you can open up this little damper, put that in the hole, and push the air in. That way that could keep everything going. So the one thing about wood stoves that some people have difficulties with is keeping the wood stove going instead of that just cutting out. Making sure that you start out small and then go big. So first you will put like a little bit of some sticks in there. You'll put some grass and leaves. After that starts up for a while, you want to include the rest of the things such as and stop with that feeling stuff. You want to start with the smaller things and then go to the larger things, the larger logs. After you do that, then you definitely want to leave that sitting there for a while. One big log, depending on what species that the log came from. We do love our trees and we do want to reduce carbon emissions, of course. But if you're in an emergency situation and it's 1 to 2 degrees outside and you have no other way to keep warm, it is always important to make sure that you have emergency plans and situations. Very good. So remember to season the wood, make sure the wood is seasoned, start small, go big, put the logs in afterwards. I would wait to put the big logs in to start that up, and then afterwards then put the bigger ones in as well. when the wood actually starts to harvest and the wood turns a little gray, that's when that is good to put in the furnace. So when it comes to the understanding of how to have proper maintenance and how to have proper safety as well, it is always important that you wear the gloves. These gloves were provided for by the Vevor wood stove, and these gloves are heat resistant as well. We are going to do a little theme song for the Vevor company. Come on and prepare with me with the Vevor company. It is best prepared than not prepared. What do you think about that? Actually, I think that I would do wonderful for commercial filming. What do you think? Actually, there's people that get paid to do reviews and things like that. But we'll tell you something. I have a different perspective on things, and I think that these things are more than money can buy, and I am very thankful for the opportunity. And if the Vevor company wants to sponsor me and support me, I would love to do more reviews for you all. If you would like for me to, and I can even, you can even try the theme song that I just came up with. My Angel's Eye is One Human Being. You can also, if you want to buy that from me, that would also be amazing. As far as this company, honestly, these things are more than money can buy. I'm thankful that you all had this available. I'm thankful that you all created this with strong durability. This is going to last for a very long time. And that means a lot to me, especially when I will need this the most. So thank you all for making this possible. Stay healthy and invest wisely. And remember to invest into the Cygnus Industries as well as investing into the Vevor wood stove. That is very good for emergency preparations as well. Stay healthy and invest wisely. And this is Kaylan, better known as Professor Cygnus and Angels. I'm the founder of the Cygnus Industries, and I live non-sinfully and independently, and I encourage and inspire you all to live as a non-sinner regardless of trauma and regardless of injuries. Again, thank you to all wonderful manufacturing companies for making these things possible. Get ready to prepare with me with the Vevor company. Great diligence. Stay healthy and invest wisely. See you all soon.